What's up, guys? JP here with the Leprechaun Fantasy Workshop. Here to do a little bit of live painting. Should be some fun. As you guys know, we got the Reaper Bones Kickstarter in a couple days ago, maybe a week ago. And we've been doing setup to do some painting on that. So, should be a lot of fun. Should be very interesting. Yeah, so we're going to be putting together today a massive spider. We're talking like Angolian slash, Shelob, that kind of realm. It's going to be, about that big. So if you're a spider, you got arachnophobia, this might not be for you. I actually hate spiders, but weird thing for D&D, I love using them as monsters. So, it's the biggest one I've ever gotten. As soon as I saw it, I had to have it. So we're going to be painting it today. It should be fun. We got to assemble it too. So I got to attach all 8 crazy legs and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to do that first, put it all together. I thought about painting it separate, but I kind of want to just have it all together so I can, figure it out. I don't always do that, but with this one, 8 crazy legs, I can't. I need to have it together. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to flip over to our camera view so you guys can see. And we are going to just start right off and have some fun. Alright, so as I said, we've got our spider. This is the head part, our base, so that's going to fit there. On the underside of the base is hollow. This is still very heavy for a mod or for a miniature. We actually painted the actual base in the last live stream that we did. So the spider's going to rest on top of that face again, which I think is really cool. This isn't Ongolian or Shelob or like that, but it's got like the steps and stuff that the spider hovers over. So it's almost like it is from, Lord of the Rings or something like that. They called it something else, like Arakoth or something like that. But very cool. So, if you saw me playing with the light, I am kind of blind, and I do have you guys have seen it. I'll pull it in here. I have a magnification, and it's also a light. I don't want to blind you guys with it, though. So, if you see me looking over that, there are little letters on the little base part, and I can't see those. So, I'll be using my magnifying glass to see that. But I've already lined these up. I know where these all go on here. I have to do the other side. So we're going to put a base and everything over here. And we're just going to start figuring out where stuff goes. At least I know, right, and then the left side. This is left 4, so I'm hoping. Yep. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is I'm dry fitting everything. I highly recommend doing this. This did not come in black. I painted it black a while ago. I think this is left 1, maybe? Maybe. Yep. And I know this guy goes there along with this guy. So we've only got 2 more to go. I was going to try not to look, but... Alright, I'm going to look. It just says L on it. Okay, so that's 2. And then I've got to believe that's 3. Okay. So we've already got everything figured out of where our legs go. So let's start getting the legs glued in. And then that'll give me a better sense of the model. I'm not going to do the base on the model yet. I just want to get the legs in, though, to the main, whatever you call it. If you're a spider person, let me know in the comments what spider front part, like front thorax, I don't know. Now, what we're using here is siloacrylate glue, also known as Super glue or crazy glue? Crazy glue, I think, is a brand. I use Locite. Just a little bit in there. And in she pops. Just gonna keep on going down the line real quick before I use my secret weapon. Alright, that's already starting to creep me out. Get it all seated. Oh, it's creepy. Come on. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna get the cap back on this real quick because I use this stuff. It's called Accelerator. It's by Bob Smith's Industry. This is not an endorsement for any of the products that you see here. And you just give it a quick spurts, and it will make the super glue literally seal within a millisecond. It's amazing stuff. Now, one thing I will warn you about, if you ever do decide, hey, I want to try that accelerator as well, it is extremely, it's a catalyst. It's all sciencey and all that stuff. If you get any of it on you, along with the super glue, I mean, if you get the accelerator on you, no, it's not gonna like do anything to you. I mean, you need to wash your hands, but it's not going to, it's a chemical. Don't put it in your mouth. Don't, yada yada yada. But if you get super glue and this stuff mixed, and you're touching it, it will burn like the fires of Mount Doom. It is it just goes instantly extremely hot because of the chemical reaction. I don't know what the reaction is or like that. I mean, I know it's a chemical reaction. I don't know, scientifically what it is, but it is, it hurts. I've done it a number of times. Oh, that is so eerily creepy. So let me get that away from him. Alright. Now I might have a problem with the front part because I did just spray. Come on. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. So one downside though is that spray, when you spray, it gets everywhere, and I just did it. I got super glue on the front. So, and I can see the black is coming off bad. So, that's alright. Oh, that's why I'm an idiot. When I picked up the model and I turned it around, I was trying to put the front, whatever, fangy thingy in the wrong spot. Alright, just imagine how big this thing is with, there's the base. It's a massive spider. I mean, here's a miniature for comparison. Put it in front of it. Massive, right? I mean, the sculpt's great too, so we're gonna get into this. Gotta put on these last pieces here. don't know why the black is coming off so easily, too. I'll be honest with you. I painted this black probably 4 or 5 days ago. So I don't know if there was like a problem with the paint not being shaken enough or something. I don't know. It's really weird that it's coming off so easily. Bear with me, I'm trying to check these holes here. Each one of the legs with Reaper bones has a very distinctive fitting. So it can only fit in a certain way. And these ones are too small to have a... Man, that's the stuff of nightmares right there. That's just, oh, terrifying. And then it fits on the base. Something along the... I mean, I see that there's spots for legs to stick in, I think. I think it's something like... Nah, it can't be it. We'll figure that out. There's a spot, at least in the back, for a leg. Like there. And then... I believe... There's a spot... Oh, there we go. So there... Oh, okay, I see it. So that is actually how it sits on the base. That's just... And you gotta imagine you've got this, you know, huge orb. I mean, that's a big... It's a big monster. It's great. I love it. Never have my hands clean, right? Never do a project and have my hands clean. So let's get in some paint. Let's paint some stuff. So, you guys can't see it, but I actually I have a number of screens on my computer setup. So I've got a screen up there, a screen on this side, and then the screen I'm looking at. And then I have my iPad over here. So I have, like, you don't like spiders, you wouldn't want to be here right now. It's just all spiders everywhere. I've got pictures of Ungoliant, pictures of Shelob, pictures of real tarantulas, pictures of, because I'm trying to, the problem is, if you watch, like, Lord of the Rings, when Shelob attacks Frodo and Sam, it's such blue and green lighting that you can't really tell what the color of the monster is, which is fine. I mean, I love how that whole scene, I wouldn't change a single thing of it. But it makes it difficult for me to see what I'm trying to do and what colors I should use. Because I want to try and match some, I mean, because I kind of do want to do like a Lord of the Rings style game sometime down the road. So let's get off the base and we'll decide. I already know the eyes, I want to do red. And I think a lot of browns, maybe some grays, is what we're gonna do her. So let's just get into it. You know, just throw together a palette and see what happens. So what I'm going with here is a, like, coffee bean for a base. And I'm not, this is like my underlining coat. So this is not gonna be anything crazy. I'm trying to find, did I like lose my water? I apparently do not have my water to clean my brush. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I'm just blind and stupid. Forgive me. Painting stuff earlier, and then I started gaming, and I put stuff aside. Alright. Again, if you're new to the channel, or if you're new to watching, if you see me bring the brush down and then to my leg, I keep a rag on my leg at all times when I'm painting. It is just something I do. Because that's instead of using like paper towels or something to wipe off the brush, I use like a rag. I get them at Walmart, a huge pack of them. I think it's like 10 of them for like $3 or $4. They are made by Mainstays. I'm not saying they're an endorsement. That's what I use, and they're cheap and great and easy to use. And paper towels tend to fall apart, and then you're painting on your leg or whatever you were painting on. So already I kind of like that. You know, I mean, again, the first coats don't really ever make a huge difference. It's just your underlying coat. So I'm going to go light on this one, though. I want the black to show through. Black is important. It's, you know, gives you a dark setting, dark monster, whatever. Let's see how other spiders really look. I don't really know what to do too much with the legs. I got a big picture of tarantula here, and it's furry. This is more of a carapace kind of thing going on. Again, I might be old here making a reference you guys understand, but Starship Troopers, it's kind of like that, like the bugs from Starship Troopers. If you've seen that movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Great movie. Very, very eye-opening. Yeah, that works. Did on a couple legs. I'm liking it. For base coat. Now what I'm doing here, I'm just going over really light. You know, just giving it a few. And I'm only kind of trying to do the tops of the legs. I noticed for spiders that their undersides tend to have a different look to them. Or it could be a different color palette. Because I plan on doing the underside as well differently since it's a separate piece anyways. This is just such a great model. I mean, so many uses too. Like I said, if you're playing a Middle Earth, you know, like the start, you know, this could be Ungoliant. If you're doing a Lord of the Rings run, this could be a Shelob. If you're doing a Hobbit build, this could be the Spiders of Mirkwood, one of the bigger ones. If you're doing like a Harry Potter game, you could use this as Aragoth. I think I'm saying that right. I just started reading Harry Potter again. I have a bad tendency. It's not a bad tendency. I love it. There are some books that I just can't help myself. I will read them again and again, over and over and over again. Just every few years, I'll be like, I haven't read that in a while, and I want to relive that story. So I'll just reread it. And I've started doing that with the Harry Potter books. I just finished the first one, Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone, depending on where you're from. And I started was about to start Chamber of Secrets, but I did start Chamber of Secrets, but no joke, this is a fun little story. I told you guys a while ago, I started going back to the gym. Want to shed a few pounds, all that kind of stuff, get back in better shape. And I wore my Critical Role Gilmore shirt to the gym, just because one, it's only one of my favorite shirts ever, but I just wear whatever t-shirt I'm wearing, that day is kind of what I'll work out, and then I'll change. And somebody caught me in the gym, hey, you love Critical Role? And I was like, yeah, who's your favorite character? So on and so forth. And my workout consists of a lot of cardio, elliptical for very, very long periods of time, for like 30 or 45 minutes to an hour. And if that's not long to you, I'm sorry. I'm dying by that time. But came over and just started. And so I was listening to the audiobook, but I'm not going to not talk to somebody. So I might have a new player to my campaign. He's interested in playing, so that's it's a way to join in. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to somebody if you know that they're into something. So I think what I'm gonna do, I saw the cool technique by another model maker a while ago. So what I'm doing is I know the coat below it is like kind of the same, but if I lay this in a heavier volume in a dabble pattern, I think when it dry, this would be I'm experimenting. I do this all the time. It will give when I do another dry brush over top of it or another coat of something, it'll give it a non-regular pattern. Like it's blemishes and that kind of stuff on the. And if that dries and it's all the same color again, then I'm going to use a different color and do the same thing and try that. And then we'll do a color on top of that. So already this looks absolutely terrifying. Underside not so much, but yeah, just let me see if I can give you guys a little bit of light here. That's just gnarly. If I saw that in my bedroom, I would lose. Guns would be coming out. I would hit a pitch that would shatter glass. Like, oh. Sorry if it's all on me. I'm trying to. There's no real good way to light this, but not light me. Yeah. There you go. It's kind of. Sorry if it's a little bit bright. I just don't have a way to. I want you guys to be able to see. So yeah. So far, this is one coat, guys. Well, two. You get the black underneath. So, I think for the second coat, I want to do this, the underside of this, In a yeah. By the way, yeah, I can touch that. It's the great thing with using acrylics. I'm not saying they're like dry in a minute. I mean, there's still spots. This is all still kind of tacky, but it's you can kind of handle it almost in the moment that you're painting it. When you're doing this, if you're trying to do detail work, don't start touching it. Oh, I don't know what color to choose. Normally I have a good idea, but this is all new to me. I've never painted a big spider before. I painted little ones. Coffee bean, this is cocoa bean. It's a lighter shade. But I kind of want to use this for something else. Let's try. I mean, these are too dark, but it's a completely different color. Let's see. Come on. Give me a sample. It's a little drop there. Little drop there. You know what? Those are so close that I don't think those would be a good contrast. But this is called bittersweet chocolate, and I like the idea of painting my underbutt of my spider bittersweet. So yeah, I mean it's a horrible monster. I mean I don't like it looking at me. And I don't like spiders, by the way. I seriously don't like spiders. But I'm painting a giant one, so yeah. Welcome, by the way, whoever joined chat. One of our normal followers, welcome, and thanks for joining us again. You're a new individual, give us a follow if you like what you see. Yeah, I like that color. Just lightly over that black. I want to do something different for the spike. I mean, as Tolkien describes it in the book, I think Shelob actually bit Frodo. But in the movie, there's that big spike that, drives through, and then Sam lobs it off in the later in the fight. So I kind of want to do some sort of like a lighter, like a whiter, like kind of color, and then repeat on the front. And if you're wondering where, I am looking at this great picture. I can't read the actually Tom Carlton art is what it's from. So here's my kind of, there you go. Kind of what I'm looking at also. Now, there's a lot of blues and whites in that because it's the light glaring off of Shelob. But I think if I use like a grayish, whitish color, this barnyard wood kind of catching my eye. I do that from the front pincers and the spike, and then I do like a weathering technique and dirty it up. I think that will look lovely. That will look lovely. I'm gonna go real light on this one. Got a little bit zealous. That was a bit more than I wanted. know. What do you guys think? I think we'll do some color, more color in there in a sec. Yeah, I kind of like that. Kind of blends right in with the that gray color. Not blends, but I mean it's a good sort of contrast. Try and wipe away a little bit of excess there. Then I think for the underside, we're gonna do that again. That bittersweet chocolate color. Sorry. And I don't think with the legs I'm gonna really do a whole lot more other than that. I mean, the black that's there is, I think, just solid. I'm going to give this another coat of that brown. All right. I'm gonna use that cocoa bean, which it really contrasts with. It's like a lighter, redder color. We're gonna do some like accent parts. I think is what we're gonna do with that. You know what, actually? gonna try a little bit more of that dap blend, like maybe some light streaks on this. Oh. How's that tie? Not bad at all, tie-in wise. So we're gonna do a little bit of the highlighting on. I keep on wanting to think of it as a she. I mean, just because Ungoliant's a she, Shelop's a she. So I'm gonna call it a she. She's purty. Got a purty mouth. Going there on the edges. Giving it a more distinct look. Let's tie the piece in with the back. What I'm doing is I'm just hitting those sharp edges. Making them more defined. Kind of want to do it for the legs too, just tie them in a little bit. Just lightly. Oh, that's too much. That was too much. Got overzealous. Nice. Cool. Need to do something else here. That'd be too out of place. I don't know if they'd be too out of place. Thinking about putting a fawn light brushing on here, but I think that might be too much of a radical color change. Got this honey brown though. Now this, I want to be as light as possible. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Still gonna pull that detail out. Yep. How does that look popped in there? Kind of like it. I kind of like it. Although I want to get these edges more. They're still kind of really dark. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna group that in. Is that the one we already have open? Downside of super glue is seems to always close up after you use it. Don't need a lot, just need to make sure it'll stay. All right, and I think we're gonna glue in the butt into the thing as well. So we've already kind of painted all the pieces a little bit. We can start tying more and more things up together. That's looking like a thing. A very scary thing, but a thing all together. Welcome, by the way, to the chat. We are painting a terrifying, huge spider. I keep on calling it Shelob Angolian. It's not what that is. It's from Reaper Bones 5. But it might be how I use it in a campaign. I'm going to hit this detail a bit. Brighten it up. Again, I'm just using that honey brown. We already went over it with a lighter brown. Ugh, I hate spiders. That's just it's the work of the devil right there. Right there. Alright, I'm gonna do the eyes. I want the eyes to burn like the fires of hell. I'm gonna use a deep burgundy, and then we will see. I might hit it with a couple washes. Trying to make sure my head's not in the camera. How many eyes are a spider supposed to have? 8, right? Don't they have 8 eyes? I feel like they're supposed to have 8. I'm counting 6. I think that side thing's an eye. I'd make 8. Give us a kiss. Give us a kiss. It really is just great model. I mean, it's just delightful to look at. So much detail in it. You want to know how to give me a heart attack? If this thing were to suddenly move in my hands, I would literally die. Literally. Let's do a little bit of a wash on it. So I've got, for a wash, this dark tone Army Painter. And I use my my people distancing key fob thing that my company gave me to always open my paint can. Actually, you know what? Let's give it a good shade first. I don't have a stir stick up here, and I don't want to use a paintbrush as that. So then what we're going to do, we're going to put him on the base. And then we're going to need to line him up, make sure she line her up. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. That is a work of terror and horror right there. So let's glue that in. Come on. That's why this stuff's so great. Just a quick little spurts. And it is rock solid. Only problem is I just got it all over mine. But it's fine. Simple wipe off. I've never really experienced anything bad from getting it on places, on things. Unless you touch super glue to it, then it's extremely bad. And so, I mean, this, where'd it go? So this little bottle, I don't remember where I got it from. It came in a 2-ounce bottle. I have 2 of these big bottles, and I just keep on refilling my little bottle every time it gets low. If you're a model maker, that is one of the first things I would recommend. Oh, that's the stuff of nightmares right there. Alright, now I'm looking for my key fob. Where is it? Alright, I need an old brush that's at the end of its life. Because this stuff dries rock solid, even if I wash it. Getting a little bit of the base as well. in this. Let's tie the whole thing together. The wash really helps bring out like the greens that I use, that kind of stuff in it. I like using green on rock. Yup. I think that is just glorious right there. Stuff and nightmares. So, yeah. Can't complain about that, right? Oh, in the dark, it's even more eerie. Just glows in, or blends in with the mat. So yeah, guys. I mean, that's... Let's flip over. So yeah, I mean, what was that? That was less than an hour. And we got, I mean, obviously I did the base before we started here and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, a giant, monstrous, evil-looking spider. I mean, I like that. I mean, there's very different color throughout the whole thing, but even in the darkness and the gloom, it still like kind of blends in the base, just like in you watch, you know, the Lord of the Rings movies with Shelob coming at them and that kind of stuff. She blends in to the cavern and that kind of stuff, but she's a distinct different color. I like that. So I'm glad that that all works out, and I can see a ton of different color in there. Great. So, but again, I'm JP with Leprechaun Fantasy Workshop. Thanks again for joining us. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit us up on our other channels. They're all right there below. So we've got a lot more stuff coming. Sorry this keeps on jumping up and down. I'm on my desk pounding on it as it moves. My other cameras are usually on gimbals like this one that doesn't move, but so yeah, thanks again for joining us. We've got some stuff that'll be releasing on our Patreon here soon, and I will let everybody know when that happens. A lot of stuff for Reaper Bones to be painted. A lot. A lot. Like, I'm going to be doing this every single day for a while. So, not every day, but on our scheduled times, we're going to be doing painting pretty much. Talking D&D. If you guys join in the chat, we'll talk. But I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you again for joining us. You guys have a great day. Let your paintbrush tell your story, and I will see you next Saturday. I think is the next one.